Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. We're up and running then. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Hazard, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely spread. And here's Figo. And he was quick to react. Good running, strong and purposeful. Played out to the left flank. Great vision. Elects to cross. Ferdinand with the clearance. Not the most accurate pass. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
That has not gone well. Looks to the other side.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every...
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ferdinand gets it away. He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ferdinand trying to keep this in. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. And it's Van Dijk. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, that pass isn't the best. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Decent chance! Goal! Santos! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Chance! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Serginho. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And they're back on the ball again. Ibrahim shapes to shoot! Goal! Santos! And they're back in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult...
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nesta can clear it away. Can he finish? He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. Real chance here. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Hullet. And this is Lewandowski. Well, they've got it again. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Nesta is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach.
He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. And this is... And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Messi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Deep into stoppage time. Goes looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And for the first half, that is that. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. Ukraine get the ball rolling for the second period.
Ukraine are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Hazard is onto this, and that's a chance for a shot! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Dumfries has it in a wide position. Lahm tries to clear. It's Asa! Ronaldinho. Kusanov promptly onto that, and that is that. Chooses to go crossfield. And that has left him in a heap. Best. That's good running with the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. That is a great pick out.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Vieira. Dumfries. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found space here. And he gets rid in a hurry. He has found a way through. There's the shot! Goal, Ukraine! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So we have movement on both benches. Ukraine with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
Tries one from range! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Van Basten just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Son Heung-min aims beyond the defence. Crunching tackle.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
No way through. And this is Son Heung-min. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up. Real chance! Nicely aimed pass. And it's Azar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Knocks it into space. That's a nicely shaped ball. Ukraine do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, no joy this time. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Rafinha. Pull it. Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's played it in low. And he's there to clear it. Gets his head on it! Lewandowski is flagged offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 5. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 19.
And it's Son Heung-min.
Em andamento.
Here's Roberto Carlos. Looking for the far post. Oh, great leap! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! It's a loose ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Tries to get it clear. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's a good run down the right. Not much subtlety about that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Vieira, who has set up 2 goals, looking for the run, and it's been played through. And he's found a way, and a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Desperate defending required here. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Hangs one in. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
And this is the big chance. Roberto Carlos! The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Roberto Carlos goes short.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Rafinha. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham, he's found a way through. It's Van Basten! And he's stuck it away. And right near the end, we have parity. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Magic, what a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, colaborem com o nosso fundo de reforma do estádio.